This is Charlie Jones along with Randy Cross. We're at the vet. It's the San Diego Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The quarterback for the Eagles is Randall Cunningham. He was pulled in the second quarter against Arizona last week. He's back to start. Will he last?
The key to him lasting is going to be the running game of Philadelphia. The key to stopping that, Junior Seau off to a slow start because of injuries. They've got to start Waters and Garner. As far as the Eagles' pass rush and defense goes, 250-pound Mike Mamula, a rookie. The Chargers go after him. His most impact comes when he's rushing the passer. He's got a motor.
And with the San Diego Chargers, number 20, Natron Means, the running back. He is back. He's ready to rock and roll. He leads the AFC in rushing with 175 yards after the first two games. The weather a bit on the dicey side at 65. Chance of rain. Has been raining on and off throughout the morning. Bobby Ross, Boss Ross, he is on the road to recovery, back from an operation, and he's lost some weight, but he's ready to pace the sideline. Ray Rhodes, your former teammate, head coach of the Eagles.
Well, both of these coaches are looking at coming into this game and pounding the ball running. Ray Rhodes got a great running attack out of his offense last Sunday against Buddy Ryan's Cardinals. Bobby Ross always gets consistent performance out of Natron Means. The real big difference between these two teams, San Diego much better at the big play down the field than Philadelphia's short passing game.
Gary Anderson will be kicking off for the Eagles. The Chargers won the toss, and the deep back on the return is Andre Coleman. He is in his second year out of Kansas State, and he is a very good one. We're on artificial surface here at the vet, and it's not one of the better ones, and we're set to go. And here it is. It'll take a hop and picked up at the 6-yard line by Coleman. He's to the 15, a little cut through to the left, across the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Stan Humphries of the San Diego Chargers. He is the quarterback, and he is a tough one. And now let's check out his offense. Now that is an offensive line that is a very good offensive line, but they haven't been together that much this year because of injury. Backs and receivers. You'll notice that Alfred Papuno is not there. Ronnie Harmon is listed as the H-back. He may not be there, though.
Big deal when they go to the nickel, bring in Mark Say, but they're basically starting functionally in a 3-wide receiver with Harmon.
And here is Natron Means off to the left side. He is going to pick up 3 yards to the 25. It will be second down and 7 as we just open the ball game. Defensively for the Eagles. And here is that front four, and the rookie on the right side is Mike Mamulu, the number 1 draft choice out of Boston College. And the linebackers in secondary, the safeties, Zordich and Jackson, they are tough. They've been together for a few years.
Taylor, the rookie, and Wilburn come in, but the guy that's going to get tested early and a lot today is going to be Derek Frazier on the corner. Played real soft first 2 weeks.
Second down and 7. Humphries taking a lot of time. 3-step drop. Bump fake goes deep over the middle, and it is incomplete.
Well, it didn't take long for Stan Humphries and company to go after this Eagles defense with Harmon going straight up the field. Watch the double pump and the play action fake. A nice job right here by Humphries, looking off the safeties, but an excellent job by both safeties for Philadelphia, really not biting at all. Jackson and Zordich stayed with their responsibilities, and that's why they stopped that play.
With Alfred Papuno, the starting H-back, out with that ankle injury, we'll see Ronnie Harmon in there, and we will also see Shannon Mitchell. Then we'll see 4 wide at some time. Third down and 7. There's pressure. Has to dump it off. It's incomplete. Good defensive play by the Eagles. It was William Fuller, along with Mike Mamulu, putting the pressure on.
Well, the reason this happens is a great coordination and stunning by the Philadelphia Eagles defensive line. Little rip inside. Mamula's coming inside. Fuller comes underneath. He's the big guy. He's really the enforcer type on this defensive line. A little later, we'll give you a chance to check out the guns on this guy. He has got some serious arms.
Fourth down. Bennett with the kick. Kmart, Kelvin Martin on the return from the 19. He's to the 25, 30, and it's nailed as he is pushed at the 30-yard line. Dwayne Gordon was there. 56 yards on the punt, a 12-yard return, and Randall Cunningham, the quarterback for the Eagles. Here is their offensive line. The change is at right tackle. Lester Holmes, of course, is out. Antone Davis gets the call. Backs and receivers. Well, the question, of course, is Randall Cunningham. Will he be here for the whole ball game?
Well, when they go into the nickel, too, for Cunningham, they bring in a 4-wide receiver offense. Not a whole lot down the field, though. The longest pass is over the middle, about 15-20 yards for this offense.
Eagles start, first time on offense, and they start from their own 30-yard line, and Charlie Garner gets the call. So it's going to be Garner in the backfield along with Ricky Waters. We'll also see Fred McCrary because Kevin Turner is out. Let's check out now the defense. This is the front four of the San Diego Chargers, and they are a force, led by Leslie O'Neal. Backs and secondaries, well, they have two new men, Sean Gale and Bo Orlando. They're veterans, but they're new to the Chargers at the safeties.
Well, remember Ray Rhodes' background. Last year, San Francisco spent a lot of time studying those Super Bowl tapes. If he's going to test one position, or two in this case, it'll be the safeties with play action.
And here's the pitch to Waters. Looks for the corner right side. He does edge around it. He's going to pick up maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to be it to the 35-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5 as the Charger defense strings him out, led by Sean Gale.
Well, not only is this a defense very strong inside with guys like Lee and Davis, they're very strong on their responsibilities. Their coordinator, Dave Adolph, really stresses with these young defenders, and especially guys like Junior Seau, the sideline-to-sideline type of defense. They do that as good as anybody else.
Ricky Waters, Fred McCrary are the setbacks, and Cunningham to throw. Goes in the right flat, and it is incomplete. Calvin Williams, the intended receiver, so it is 3 and out as Terrence Shaw, the rookie from Stephen F. Austin. That's the matchup that they wanted, but it does not come through for the Eagles. They'll be kicking.
Terrence Shaw is a veteran trapped in a rookie's body. Look at the play he makes. That is not pass interference. That's about as excited as I've ever seen a receiver get over not catching a ball. I don't know what Williams is begging for a flag, but that wasn't close. That was a fine play by that rookie corner Shaw.
Here's Tom Hutton, left-footed kicker. Andre Coleman is the return man for the Chargers. Pretty good catch. Good coverage. Taking it to 15. Bobble. One bounce, and he recovers it. He's had that problem all year long. 50 yards on the kick. We have no score. We'll step aside. We'll be back to the vet in a moment. Hello again, everybody. I'm Charlie Jones along with Randy Cross. Ball game started just the way we figured that it would start.
Well, we've seen what we really thought we were going to see. We've seen both teams trying to run the ball and pound it at the other defense, and we've seen the Chargers try to get down the field. They're going to do that inside with Harmon and outside, especially with Tony Martin off that great start he's had so far this year.
It's going to be a very tough ball game.
Oh, I think it's going to be a fabulous ball game of just basically offenses and defensive lines just trying to beat the crud out of each other.
For San Diego, their second possession, and this time they start at the 15-yard line. And here is Natron Means off the left side. Has a little bit of running room, and he is going to pick up 4 yards to the 19. It'll be 2nd and 6. Derek Frazier at defensive right corner moves up and makes the tackle for the Eagles.
Well, you want to talk about beating on somebody? You couldn't pick a better back in the NFL to have beaten on the other team than Natron Means. This is basically the old counter tray, using an H-back on the backside as a tackle. And when you've got 245 pounds on a 5'10" package heading downhill, you better hit him low.
And Shannon Mitchell is now the H-back for the Chargers. Papuno out for the ball game. Here is Means again, and he leans in. He's going to get just a yard, and that is going to be it. It'll be 3rd down and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Well, that was a good case of just team defense by Philadelphia there. And, you know, Natron had that same problem in that opener against the Raiders. He had one long run for 35 yards, but other than that, the Raider defenders stuffed the offensive line of the Chargers at the line and got into the backfield, and he never got a shot to get on that downhill side.
Terrell Fletcher, the rookie from Wisconsin, taken in the 2nd round of the draft, is the remaining back. 4 wide receivers. He goes sideline. It is incomplete. Sean Jefferson, the intended receiver. It'll be 4th down and 5, and the Chargers will be kicking for the 2nd time in the ball game.
Oh, very simple. He just flat out should have had this ball. He still would have had to try to fight for a 1st down if he catches it, because he was just a little bit short. That's the Chargers trying to take advantage of a size matchup there, because McMillan is charitably listed at 5'7", probably 5'6", about 148 pounds.
He's vertically challenged. All right. Darren Bennett will be kicking. And another good one. Here's Kelvin Martin, the return man. Steps back to the 30-yard line. Running start, 45, 50. It into Charger territory. He'll be down at the 45, maybe the 44-yard line. Bo Orlando saves a touchdown. 26 yards on the return following a 50-yard kick. No score. Back in a moment. Cunningham deep over the middle, tipped. It is a diving interception for the San Diego Chargers. Terrence Shaw, no, they're going to rule it incomplete. He traps the turf.
That's a case of Randall Cunningham sort of feeling like maybe he's been challenged. How strong and how accurate can he be? Well, this is a case he's saying, I can throw this hard. He's just cranking that thing. That gets into Williams' face, and you see that ball comes down on the ground. But, boy, that got on top of Williams. I mean, that looked like a Randy Johnson fastball right there. That thing was rising into the inside shoulder.
So it is second down and 10 at the Charger 45-yard line as Charlie Garner goes in motion. A look right, comes back left, and nails his receiver at the 40-yard line. Bo Orlando is there as he makes the tackle.
I talked to Randall Cunningham a little bit yesterday, and he made a statement to me that I found pretty telling as far as he goes. He says, you know, John Gruden and Ray Rhodes have given me a game plan that I can win with, I can move this team with, and if I don't do it, it's nobody's fault but my own. It's all my fault, and if they pull me, I should be on the bench. So, I mean, he's got a whole different attitude here in Philadelphia than he's had in the past.
And he has a 3rd down and 4 opportunity here with Ricky Waters, the remaining back, and 4 wide receivers. Sets up quick, throws over the middle, pass is caught, first down. He goes to Rob Carpenter. And Carpenter will pick up the first down. Junior Seau with the tackle. And that's the West Coast offense in action.
Oh, this is classic, you know, Sid Gilman, Bill Walsh passing, attacking this area right here in a defense. You worry about where your receiver is. You don't so much worry about the defense. What that takes, as you can see obviously there, you need a real tough receiver that's willing to take a crack, because you're going to get lots of cracks in there.
First down, 31-yard line is Ricky Waters. Waters straight up the middle. He'll go to the 27. That'll be 4. It'll be second down and 6. Bo Orlando with the tackle. O'Neal also had a piece. Go ahead, Randy.
You know, Charles, that's the same area that the Eagles attacked the Cardinals last week, where people least expect a small offensive line to get them. And Ray Rhodes got a great performance last week, specifically out of his guards and his center, Raleigh McKenzie. You know, he's got Panos, he's got Guy McIntyre, the veteran out of the 49er offense. He's got McKenzie. They go right into the gut, into the big, heavy tackles.
Kelvin Martin is in. 3 wide receivers is Ricky Waters. The remaining back, a little slip and slide near the 20-yard line. Should pick up the first down to the 20, and they'll spot it at the 20. And Terrence Shaw was the man who was wrapping him up.
Well, this is a case. This is really sort of a back off or quit by Ricky Waters at the end of this run. Watch his shoes kind of hydroplane when he goes to stop and make a cut right here. See that? Woo! A little slide and spray. He's trying to make a quick spin to get back inside. You know, he took a lot of grief after that opener. Alligator arm in those 2 passes to keep him taking hits, and he'll go out of his way to prove he's tough, I think, here at home today.
3 carries, 14 yards for Ricky Waters. First down, Eagles. 3-step drop, looks right, comes back left, almost intercepted. And Cunningham was decked by Leslie O'Neal. Orlando breaking it up. He was going for the interception, and Cunningham was off target, but he had all kinds of pressure as he looked up and saw Leslie O'Neal.
Well, the bottom line is they got Barrett Brooks, the rookie, 76, working against O'Neal. That ain't going to cut it, folks. They have got to get that young guy some help. Watch this matchup. That is just a physical whipping put on the young rookie by O'Neal. You better get a fullback or a tight end over there to chip on him, or he's going to kill a quarterback.
Charlie Garner is the remaining back. And Garner jumps to the outside. Turns the corner. He's a good-looking kid. He's finally knocked out of bounds at the 13-yard line by Sean Gale. This is a 5'9" running back, 187 pounds. The only question is, can he take the beating of carrying 20, 25 times a ball game?
That isn't going to be a problem for him. He's going to carry it about 10 or 12 times a game, according to Ray Rhodes, Charlie. And, you know, just like you watched Foster and Morris last year for Pittsburgh pound the heck out of people, Ray Rhodes has got backs, and Ricky Waters and Charlie Garner, they're not going to pound on people, but people aren't going to be able to catch these guys in his